All right, we'll get started with Tyson. Anthony Dasher, would you like to start us off?
Yeah, so well, Tyson, how's it going? I guess it's kind of a funny question. First of all, how did you? I guess at first, I know you saw on Twitter and social media that you kind of got credit for that block that Zeus had right off the bat. I just kind of want you to kind of talk about that a little bit, just about the job that Zamir did on that play.
Coach Smart definitely preaches every player has to have a spot on special teams. And Zeus, he's always recognized for running the ball, but he deserved to be recognized for being on special teams and blocking his punt that got us in a good field position.
Mike Griffith.
Thanks, Sean. Hey, Tyson, can you just talk about, how different this year feels for you than last year? I know you had that foot injury. It appears that you're back to 100%. Just some of the differences in your mindset being back out there at corner.
Last year is behind me. I'm focused on this year. I'm excited for what this team is going to do this year. And I'm pumped up. I'm more confident than ever. I feel healthy, feel faster, feel stronger. I just feel a better player in general.
And then just to follow up, you guys gave up a 91-yard drive. You hadn't done that in a regular season game since South Carolina last year. What was the motivation like? What was the mood like in the huddle after giving up a 91-yard drive to Arkansas?
There's going to be ups and flows in the game. That was one of the positive plays in the game. So we just had to go back to the sideline and see what we did wrong and move on to the next drive and make a stop on that drive.
Seth Emerson.
Tyson, I'm sorry if this is a stupid question, but the long pass that you ended up batting away, did the coaches tell you and did you feel you played that the right way? Because I know that sometimes somebody might try to get inside position and get it there that way.
Well, based on how you released and how I got on, I know I had Richard and inside him I knew my help was. So I felt like I was in good position to play the ball. I felt like I had to do too much to try to get inside. So it was always on top of the receiver. So I just played the ball in the air and deflecting it was the best way.
Chip Towers.
Thanks.
Yeah, just give us a breakdown of, if you don't mind, Tyson, of Auburn's receiving core. Kirby's talking about this as one of the best in the leagues, and just what kind of a challenge is this going to be for the secondary with those wideouts and Bo Nix at the trigger?
The SEC is full of great receiver cores. Auburn is one of those teams. So as a secondary, we're going to accept the challenge. We like those challenges. And we're up for it. We're going to game plan the correct way, have a great week of practice, and let it all out on the field on Saturday.
Dean Legge.
I'm good.
Jake Rowe.
Yeah, I'm good, Sean.
Let's see. I guess we can go ahead. Jay Black actually has a question.
Yeah, Tyson, Bo Nix has pretty impressive streak going without throwing an interception. What do you guys have to do to get one off of him Saturday?
Stick to our game plan, stick to our defense, play the right way, and plays like that will come to us.
If I could follow up, what have you seen that he does that prevents him from throwing so many picks?
I guess he just does what he's supposed to do, make the right throws, make the right decisions.
We'll go ahead and open it up for a couple minutes. If you have a question for Tyson, go ahead and jump in.
Tyson, I want to go back to Saturday a little bit and early in the third quarter when George Pickens had that touchdown reception. How much of a momentum swing was that for the team? I mean, did that kind of really get everybody, going at that point in the game? Because it seemed like, it was kind of everything was kind of going in the opposite direction, in the wrong direction. So I'm just curious how much that play meant to the motivation of the team.
I mean, when the offense scores, it always motivates the defense to try and make another stop so they can go on the field and score again. So, that play, is just the same exact, feeling we had. Offense scores some points. Now it's time for defense to prevent some points or put some more points on the board.
Tyson, I imagine you working with the one defense so much. You've seen a lot of Stetson Bennett over the last couple of years. What's your thoughts on him? And just were you surprised at all about what he was able to do Saturday?
Stetson's a great quarterback. All our quarterbacks are great. So I wasn't surprised at him going in because I'm comfortable with whatever coach feels like the best quarterback is in that situation to put on the field. I'm all for it. All those guys worked hard this camp and in practice, and it goes to show in the field.
Tyson, didn't you race Auburn Schwartz one time, like in a national meet or something?
Yeah, I went to high school.
That's right. What I thought. Come talk about his speed and kind of the competition I guess you got to have between each other when it came to track and field.
Anthony, he's a speedster. He's always been known for that. In high school, we used to race. So it'd be a good to go against him again on Saturday.
Tyson, y'all may or may not wear those red jerseys again. I didn't get a chance to ask the guys after the game because it was pretty different.
What? I didn't hear.
How did you feel about the jerseys y'all had? Would you want to wear them again? I guess that was a kind of one-time deal with the red pants.
I don't know how the jersey situation is going to go. I don't know, what they're going to do as far as the season. But, it was good. It was good for a change. It was something nice. I definitely enjoyed wearing them.
Tyson, is it?
Any more questions?
Yeah, thank you. Tyson, is it fair to say that the Arkansas game that was somewhat humbling? I mean, you guys trailed them for 39 minutes, and now I'm seeing, Florida's jumped you guys in the polls. Is it a little bit more of an underdog mentality, maybe a little more humbled approach now?
Not really. We don't focus on anybody but ourselves. We can only control what we can control, not what, the polls and media and stuff say. So we just go back in on the field, work in the film room, get better each and every week, and do what we have to do, just play Georgia football.
Last question for Tyson.
Tyson, the defense obviously played well on Saturday. What do you think a couple of things but, Coach Martin mentioned that y'all are going to be continuing to improve. What do you think a couple of things there would be to focus on?
There's always room for improvement. So today we're going to focus on what kind of mistakes we can learn from in the Arkansas game. But it all comes down to 11 guys just doing their job and doing it the right way and playing physical.
We'll get one more question from Blaine Gilmer real quick.
Hey, Tyson, how much love do you guys show to Jake Camarda? He's time and time again able to flip the field for you guys. How big is that for your defense?
That's definitely huge. As a defense, you want to feel comfortable, putting the offense, having the offense backed up on their goal line. So, Jake doing what he does as a punter, and our special teams doing what they do. It's definitely an advantage for our team, to win some football games.